Okay, hello all. In this video, we will do some harder question for the profit and loss. So make sure that you know what is profit and what is loss you are going to do in your examination or even in your unified test. Okay, now first of all, please remember that we have some key points for the profit. We have 4 formulas for it and also for 4 formula for loss. So please pay attention. You must know the selling price and the cross price. What is the meaning of that? And then after that, you will got the profits or loss. And then afterwards, you will have the profit percent will E times cross percent will E cross price will equal to the profit and also the loss, and also with the positive and negative. So please remember these formula for you to do the calculations. Okay, now we will go to the teaching example 4.18 now, and then you will do the quick practice 4.18. Okay, look at this one first of all. Now Peter sells his watch for $1,125. The watch was bought last year for $900. Find the profit and the profit percent. So let's look at the formula one by one. Peter sells his watch for $1,125. So you see that he sell it. So this one you will see this is the selling price. And the watch was bought last year for $900. So you can see this one is the cost. And now we are going to find the profit and the profit percent. Okay, now let's look at the formula. Because this one is the profit, so why don't we look at the formula for the profit? Now we are going to calculate the profits first. For the question number 1 formula, you will have the profits equals selling price minus cost price. So why don't we start from it? Profit, we will have something equal to 1,125, the selling price, minus the cross price, that is $900. So you will see $225 will be the profit you have. And then we will have the profit percent. We're going to find the profit percent, so why don't we use the formula 2? So the profit we get is $225 here, so we have the 225 over, and then the cost this time, please pay attention, is $900 but not the 1,125. So you write down $900 here times 100%, and then we can do the cancellation. 9 and 225, you will get 25. So this is 25%. Okay, so we can finish this question number 1. Okay, the teaching example 4.18. And now I'll give you 15 seconds to remind this, to make some revision on this question, and now you will go to do the quick practice 4.18. Okay, let me move a little bit. Okay, now this is your turn. Okay, now this is your turn. I will move this formula to this side. So can you solve the questions by yourself first? Okay, if you don't need hint, you can pause here, and if you can continue your calculations. If you need hint, please look at the video now. Please look at this. A shop owner buys blocks of chocolate at $250. So you see this one is the cost. So you have the cost here. And then next, for $400, they sell each of them. So you will see this is the selling price. And you're going to calculate the profit and the profit percent here. Okay, now give you 10 more seconds. Okay, if you cannot finish this, please pause the video now. And now the answer for this one is that the profit you have is $150. And then the profit percent is 60%. So make sure that you know the answer. Okay, now we will go to the teaching example 4.19 now. Okay, teaching example 4.19. The cross price of a neck. Okay, we have the profit once again, so we use the profit formulas. Okay, the cross price of a neck is $2,500. So obviously, $2,500 is the cost. And this is the profit percent I'm going to calculate. This is the profit percent. So you are going to calculate the profit. How much is the profit? Because look at the question carefully. We have to calculate two things. The first thing is the profit. And the second thing we are going to calculate is the selling price. So please look at these questions carefully. Okay, now we will do it one by one. For profit, obviously, because we have the cost and the profit percent, we can use formula 3, profit equal to cross price times profit percent. So we will have 2,500 times 55%. So what do you have is that 2,500 times 55 over 100. So you got is cancellation. So the answer for this one is you can, it's 5,500 divided by 4, so that is 1, 3, and then 7 and 5. Okay, this is 1,375 is the answer you will get here for the profit. Okay, and you can have the next one is you will have the profit, the selling price. The selling price is obviously you have the selling price. You can have it is just the, because you can use the formula 1 is the profit equals the selling price minus the cost. So we move the cross to here. From right hand side, this is the negative, and I will move to the left hand side will be positive. So we add them together. So you have 2,500 plus 1,375 here. So the answer is $3,875 for the selling price. Okay, now this is the teaching example 4.19. Okay, I will pause it for 15 seconds and I will please do quick practice 4.19 afterwards. Okay, now I've moved the formula to the left hand side, and now you are going to do quick practice 4.19 by yourself. Okay, I will give you 15 seconds. Okay, now if you are continuing your job, no need to have some hints. You can pause the video now, and we will give you the hints for what is the cost, what is the selling price. Okay, Mr. Lam bought a suit for $950. So this one, obviously, this is the cost. You're going to have it. Is the cost. And then afterward, you have the profit percent is 20%. Profit percent. Okay, and now you're going to find the profits and also the selling price. So let's highlight it one by one. This is the profit you're going to calculate, and the other one you're going to calculate is the selling price. Okay, I'll give you 15 seconds once again. Okay, now if you cannot finish, so just pause the video now. And now we will discuss the answer for quick practice 4.19. For profits, obviously, you could have the answer is $190. And for the selling price, that will be $1,140. Okay, not 950. You will add 950 with the $190. Okay, so you got quick practice 4.19. Okay, now we will go to the teaching example 4.20 for you all. Okay, now this is teaching example 4.20 and the quick practice 4.20. Okay, once again, this is profit, so I put it here. Okay, Martin brought a micro oven for $1,200 and then show it at a profit of 15%. Find the selling price. So this time you're going to find the selling price. So you can see immediately the cost must be $1,200. This is the cost. And then this is the profit percent. Okay, what we're going to do is that we're going to find the selling price with the cost and the profit percent. So you can use the formula for, because the selling price will equal to cost price times 1 plus the profit percent directly. So you can use this formula immediately. Selling price will equal to 1,200 times 1 plus 15%. So you have $1,200 times 115%. That is 102,000 times 115 over 100. You can do the cancellation. And finally, you will get the answer will be 1,380. Okay, so this is the answer of the teaching example 4.20. Okay, I'll give you some time. Okay, now I will move the formula to the left hand side, and then so you can use the formula to find out the answer for the quick practice 4.20. Okay, now I will give you the hint. So if you can finish by yourself, please pause the video now. Okay, for 3,500 here, obviously this is the cost. Okay, this is the cost. And we are going to find out the selling price of it. And then the profit percent is 30%. Okay, profits percent. Okay, now I'll give you other 15 seconds to answer these questions. Okay, I will tell you the answer now. So if you cannot finish, just pause the video now. Okay, the answer of the selling price is $4,550. So make sure that you learn something from this example and the correct practice. Okay, now I will go to teaching example 4.21 now. Okay, teaching example 4.21. Okay, now we have two things to calculate, but please pay attention for this question. It's not easy for you to understand. Okay, now we are going to find, we have the formula first. This is the profit percent formula. So we have it first. Okay, now first of all, a toy is sold at $192. Sold at, so obviously this is the selling price. This is the selling price. Okay, and with a profit of 60%, this is the profit percent. Okay, obviously. And then you are going to find the profits for part 8. Okay, a very easy question to understand. But now look at the question you have. For the formulas you have, we do not have any formula with the selling price and the profit price will get the profits directly. Because of the profit, you must have the cross price for every formula. So what can we do is that we first of all, we calculate the cross price by formula 4. And then I can use the formula 1 to find out the profit, what the company gets. Okay, so first of all, because this time we are going to find the cross price, once again, unluckily, you must let the unknown, let n be the cross price. Okay, now we look at the formula. The cross price is the n times 1 plus 60% profit percent will equal to $192. Okay, so we will have the part A formula. After that, n times 160% equals 192, and n equals 192 divided by 160%. 192 divided by 160 over 100, and then n equals to 192 times 100 over 160. So you have n equals, do the cancellation, 0, 0, 16. This one is 12, so this is 120. So the cross price is 120. Okay, I will move it more a little bit down. 120. After that, you must calculate the profit with the formula 1. The profits will equal to the selling price minus the cross price. The selling price is $192 and the cross price is 120. So we have 192 minus 120. So you will get the profit is 72 immediately. Okay, so this is part A. So make sure that you know everything, and then we will go to part B. Okay. Okay, now we will go to part B. For part B, this time if the profit percent is reduced in Chinese is 減少. The last time I told you is in the percentage increase and percentage decrease. So make sure that you know the meaning of this word. This word is called 減少. To 35%, what will be the new selling price? Okay, obviously, this is the new profit percent. You have to cross this 120, so you can use the number 4 formula to calculate. Okay, we move the formula here and go down to find the answer for part B. Okay, for part B. Okay, the selling price this time. Once again, what do we have is that we will use the cross price. What we calculate last time is $120 times 1 plus the reduced formula is to 35%. So you will have $120 times 135%. And then we can do $120 times 135 over 100. And then what we can do, the cancellation is that we have 5 and 6. And then we can cancel this 5 with 2, 7. Okay, with 27 times 6. So 2 and then $162 will be the new selling price. Okay, to make sure that you know, so we can add new here. Okay, this is the part B. So we use the formula for once again. Okay, now this time I will give you the formula to do quick practice 4.21. Okay, now this is your turn to do it by yourself. Okay, I cross this one. Okay, now please find out the answer for quick practice 4.21 by yourself. Okay, in 50 seconds. Okay, now I will give you some hints. If you don't need any hints, please pause the video now. Okay, a shop sells a refrigerator. Refrigerator in Chinese is called 雪柜. But it doesn't matter in mathematics. Every time we can change anything, refrigerator, washing machine, whatever you have. Okay, now for the $5,700. So obviously this one is the selling price. This is the selling price. Okay, find the profits of 14%. This is the profit percent. And then we're going to find the profit. So this time, once again, you must find the cost first. Okay, the cost, and then find out the profit. Okay, now I will give you 30 seconds to answer this question. Okay, now it's your turn to find out the answer now. And so if you are continuing your calculation, now pause the video. Okay, first of all, we must find the cross price. The cross price I can give you is the 5,000. Okay, so the profit is 700. And finally, for part B, okay, if we change the increase to 19%, not 14%, the price should become $5,950. Okay, now please make sure that you got the correct answer. If you're not, please pause the video and do it once again. Okay, now we will go to quotation example 4.22. And this time with the correct practice 4.22. Once again, this time we have the loss. So why don't we take out all the loss formula? A desktop computer is sold for 4,200 at a loss of 800. Find the loss percent. So look at the question. This time I give you sold for 4,200. So why don't we know that this one is the selling price? And a loss of 800. So this is a loss. So if you want to find the loss percent, first of all, you must know is the cross price. So what can we do to find from the cross is obviously you can use the formula 1 because loss equals to cost price minus the selling price. So first of all, why don't you move the selling price from the right hand side to the left hand side so you got add them together. So the cross price here for the question you will have is 4,200 plus 800 immediately you will get. So you have the 5,000 for the cross. Okay. After that, you can calculate the loss percent. That will be the loss 800 over the cross price. So this is the 5,000 times 100%. Okay. Now we can do the calculation. Cancellation 20, 10, 10, and 18 and 5, you got 16. So the loss percent is 16%. Okay, so we can find out the answer for the loss percent is 16%. Okay, now I'll give you 10 seconds, and if you have no problem, please do quick practice 4.22 for yourself. Okay, now I will do the quick practice 4.22 for you. So I'll give you 15 seconds to read the questions and can you try to find out the answer for it? Okay, now let's have the hint time. So if you continue your job and you don't need any hint, just pause the video now. Okay, 1,800 here is because you show it, the baby seats. So this one is the selling price. And what we're going to find the loss percent, and 600 is the loss. So I'll give you more 15 seconds so you can solve the problem directly. Okay, now I will tell you the answer now. The answer for this one is the 25%. Okay, 25%. So make sure that you can get the correct answer. Okay, now we will go to the teaching example 4.23. Teaching example 4. Once again, this is loss. Yanni bought a camera 5 years ago, and she sells it for $4,950 now. So this is now, so obviously this is the selling price. And then if she suffers a loss of 45%, this is loss percent. And then I'm going to calculate the cross price here. Okay, now what can we do? Because every time we find the cross price, so unluckily you must let something. Let n be the cross price of the camera. This is almost the first step of finding cost. Okay, after that, we can use which formula is that we have the selling price, we have the loss percent, and we're going to find the cross price. So the only formula 4 can fulfill all these things because we have the selling price, we're going to find the cross price, and we have the loss percent. So once again, we have the n times, this time is 1 minus, because we have the 45% loss. 45% equals $4,950. Okay, and then we can do the calculation with the n times 55% equals 4,950. After that, what do we have is n equals 4,950 divided by 55%, and then n equals 4,950 divided by 55 over 100, and then we can interchange it 100 over 55. Okay, so we can do the cancellations. First of all, we can have the 55 in case this one is obvious, because 495 F 55 is 550, so this is 90, so n is 9,000. Okay, so the cross price is $9,000. Okay, so we will finish the teaching example 4.23. Okay, now we will do the quick practice 4.23. So I will move the formula to here. Okay, now this is your turn. 15 seconds. Okay, now hints time. So if you can finish by yourself, pause the video now. If not, just look at here. Okay, Mrs. Friend bought a diamond ring last year. If she sells her ring now for 24,000, so obviously this is the selling price. The selling price here. After that, she will suffer loss of 20%, so this is loss percent. And you are going to calculate is the cross price. So it's similar to the teaching example 4.23. So I hope that you can know that which formula you're going to use. Okay, now if you are continuing your work, just pause the video and I will tell you the answer now. The answer for 4.23 is 30,000. So this is 30,000. So make sure that you got the correct answer for this quick practice 4.23. Okay, now we will go to the last example in this video. That is the teaching example 4.24. Okay, once again, Bobby bought a flat for $5 million. Okay, this is loss. Okay, then he sold the flat to Jenny at a loss of 20%. And later to her, Jenny sold the flat at $3,500,000 to someone. Did Jenny suffer loss? If yes, what is the loss percent? Okay, now we are going to calculate something first. Look at this. We are going to show that what is the cross, just the selling price that Bobby to Jenny, or the cost that Jenny gets. So we're going to find the selling price of the from Bobby to Jenny first. And then after that, we can count which one do they have the loss or the profit. So first of all, let's look at the question. First questions. Bobby bought a flat for $5 million. So this one, obviously, this is the cost of Bobby. Cost of Bobby. And then I'm going to have a loss percent for Jenny. So the selling price, we're going to calculate. This time we will use the formula 4 because we are going to find the selling price from Bobby to Jenny. To Jenny. The answer is you will have 5 million. This is the cross times 1 minus 20%. Okay, so you have this one. After that, calculation 5 million times 80%. And then what can we do is 5 million times 80 over 100. And then we can do the cancellation. This is 4, this is 5. Okay, after that, we can do the cancellation 5. So you have 1. Okay, so you have something like this. So the answer for this one is 4 million. So obviously, because Jenny sold the flat at 3,500,000, so obviously she suffered loss. Yes, she suffered a loss of, you can minus it immediately, that is $500,000. Okay, this one is the first part of it. Because you are going to answer the question, did Jenny suffer loss? The answer is yes. And then we are going to answer the second question, is the loss percent. We will use the formula 2 here. Okay, so I move down the camera. Okay, now the loss percent. So also the formula we'll use the second one. This time is obvious because we have the loss is the 500,000. I'll put it here. And this time is the cost. The cost, now please pay attention, that is the cost price for Jenny. So please pay attention, 5 million is the cost price for Bobby. So the cost price for Jenny will be 4 million. So we must write down 4 million here times 100%. So we can do the cancellation. You have, we have 50, and then 50, and then we have 40 and 5, we have 8, and 8 and 100, you have 2 and 25. So the answer is 12.5% loss So you will have the question like this. Okay, I move it back so then you can read the question carefully. And I will give you 15 seconds to let you understand what I am doing. Okay, now I will give you 30 seconds to do this question. For the quick practice 4.24, that's the Lancy bought a gold coin, okay, for 2000. I'll give you 30 seconds. Okay, now I will tell you the answer directly. I will not give you any hints because it's a little hard to tell you what is the hints of it. Okay, so I will tell you the answer directly. So if you still continue your work, just pause the video now. Okay, now first of all, I will tell you the selling price from Lindsay to Daniel. Okay, the answer of this is 1,800. So obviously you see, when Daniel sold the gold coin for 1,845, so he gained $45. So the answer for that is no. He do not suffer any cost. Or he does not suffer any cost. Okay, so this is the last question that you must know how to do. Okay, make sure that what you have learned in this video, okay, I'll give you some more time. Okay, now this is the end of this video. Thanks for watching.